Hello, everybody. My name is Kai the Shark, and welcome to the second episode of Let's Play Real Life Podcast. I am your host, Kai, again, and I just want to let you guys know what this podcast is about before we start, as always. So, this podcast is about real life situations that we compare through video games and how they help or improve us as people. In some instances during this podcast, we will talk about how video games helped us through life, but in some cases, we will talk about how video games helped us forget ourselves. But it doesn't matter, rain or shine, if you love gaming and you love realistic stories, you'll love this show. Again, I am your host, Kai, and let's get started. Today, we are going to have a special guest. Their name is Ram. If you want to check out their Twitch is at twitch.tv/RamunDaz. That is twitch.tv/RAMUNDAZE. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about the positive and negatives of Roblox. Here we go. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Ram, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? That's awesome. Well, I've already done everything. So, are you ready to talk about some Roblox?
Yes.
Yay! What a great game, right?
Yeah, what a good
Yeah,
game.
not really. I've had quite a bit when it comes to Roblox. I've already told you this before and you've already seen it, but I've had Roblox since 2014 and I remember all the good games like Natural Disaster Survivor, Murder Mystery, Flash Flood. I think there was a Dress to Impress back then. I think it was called Fashion Famous. Work at a pizza place, etc. I had some really good times with that when I was a kid. I don't really remember it being as bad as it is now, but what is your opinion on that? What do you think Roblox was before and what is it now?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing not as long as you, but most of the games back then, they were more like they were a lot different from each other. They were more creative and stuff, but now a lot of it, all of the games are saturated with like pop culture stuff and like brain rot stuff because it's all targeted to like little kids.
Right. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think oh geez, like just by looking, like I'm gonna look at the Roblox thing right now, to be honest. I'm just gonna read what's coming up. So we have Be Fat, we have Eye of
Hmm.
Raw Obby with I Show Speed. I don't even know. We have Poke World. That's not that bad. We have Candy Tycoon, SCP Roleplay Classic. We have Guess the Song with Taylor Swift on it. We have Raising Cane's Chicken Drive Through. Interesting. We have Last to Fall Asleep Wins. We have Wait in Line to Get a Low Taper Fade. And lastly, we have Be a Peanut. That's great.
Hmm.
That's great. That's already great. Um, so obviously, Roblox has not been like this all the time.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, as I said before, when I grew up with Roblox as a kid, I definitely don't remember it being this saturated in pop culture. I think it's definitely pushed a lot when it comes to teenagers and children that play this game. Um, but I mean, not everything is bad about Roblox, but I definitely do think, Roblox as a game now is a lot more negative. I think before it was kind of good. I don't know. I don't want to be that person that's like, "Oh, I'm an old timer. The good old days were better." But I honestly, I don't really remember it being as bad. I mean, I can think of the whole scam situation that was going on when it comes to the messages. Like, it'd be thousands of scam messages being sent when I had Roblox during the time. And if you clicked on it once, they like would already have like your credit card information and all that stuff. So like that's really scary. Um,
Hmm.
do you have any opinions on on it at all?
Hey, I'm lucky enough that I personally didn't get into like any scams.
Yeah, no, I didn't
But like,
either.
yeah, a lot of the newer games, I feel like there's a bunch of like purchases you can make in it, and they're definitely more targeted towards kids because they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is cool. I want this." So they're gonna like ask their parents to spend money.
Yeah, and I think honestly, like not even knowing it, I feel like we as people have spent on Roblox way too much. I think
Yeah.
as soon as like we like a really certain amount of like mini game that's in Roblox, I think we start to spend about $10 to $20 on that game, and then a couple of years from now we'll completely forget about that game, and then we'll be purchasing whatever is the next upcoming new game that we like. And oh my goodness, I just realized that I think over the lifespan of 2014 to now, I think I've spent a lot of money on Roblox and I haven't even noticed it. So, yikes, that's not good. Um,
Yeah.
do you think you've done that? Do you think you might have spent a little bit too much on Roblox without even knowing?
I mean, probably, but thankfully, I've had like a gap where I haven't played Roblox, so I didn't get the chance to spend.
Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I think I definitely don't play Roblox at all anymore. Mostly because I don't know. I think I'm getting a little bit too old for Roblox. Not gonna lie. It's not really the best for me. I'm definitely into better games and less brain rotted.
Mhm.
I think uh it's just not a game for me. I think it's not a game for me at all. I think when you get to a certain
Yeah.
age, it's like, not really the best. But yeah, I've talked. Bring up a reason of why you think Roblox is either a good game or a bad game.
Okay. I feel like Roblox is good for like kids that are starting out with games because of how many games there are, you can find like a genre you like.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm honest, if I didn't find out about like Arsenal or like if my friends didn't get me into it, I might like gun games as much.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't be like into gun games as much because of
Maybe,
Roblox?
or like I would be a little more like less open to playing a gun game if I didn't play that because I had the experience before. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'm willing to do this.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I think a gun game that I was really into was Big Paintball. I think that's what that game was called. I don't know if you remember that, but it was basically a paintball game where you would just run around and spam shoot. And there was a lot of people playing that game during the time. And there was a lot of hackers in the
Oh,
game that would insta kill you. I don't know how they did it, but man, oh my god, I was so annoyed. But I used to love that game a lot. But I mean, I was already into gun games before Roblox, so
mhm.
I don't know where you're getting your information from, but hey, just saying, just saying. I did not learn gun games from Roblox. I think I learned gun games from. Oh, geez, when did I learn gun games from? Honestly, I think I learned it from when I used to go to my friend's house and played Call of Duty Ghosts when I was a kid.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think that was the first time I was ever interested in gun games. If not that, then it was definitely the Uncharted series. I think that was one
Mm.
of them too. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool, I guess. What do you think is bad about Roblox right now? I mean, I think you agree with the whole brain rot thing. I think, it's definitely uh in the next generation, Gen Alpha at the moment. I think it's definitely Gen Alpha coded when it comes to the games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what do you think?
I mean, like, I feel like there's so many generic games. There's like they take a base and they copy paste it, like all of the lineup games, all of, like level up games where it's like you become stronger, fatter, whatever.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I just realized that, yeah, no, that's definitely a huge problem. And also I think something we talked about before was the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've played the Pokemon games before, and I think we've played more than one with like not really noticing it.
Hmm.
We played Project Polaro, Pokemon Brick Bronze, World, and then Bronze Forever. And these are all the same games, but they might have something like that's like 2% different. So it doesn't get taken down or something along the lines of that. But they're
Hmm.
basically copy and paste games and people put their money into it. I don't know. That doesn't seem right to me. I don't think that's the greatest thing in the world. I mean, yeah, it's a great game, and also they shouldn't be really using uh, huge platforms like Pokemon
Yeah.
to get audiences to play their game. I mean, I know for a fact that I don't think Roblox is obligated to use Pokemon at
Hmm.
all, because there was a huge thing back in like 2016, 2017, with the whole huge Pokemon that was gonna sue Roblox because of these games.
Oh.
And then we didn't see Pokemon Brick Bronze for a very long time. So I don't know. Same thing with uh, Squid Game.
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't. I don't know if they have anything. I don't know. I don't. To be honest, I don't really know what Roblox's rights are when it comes to really anything. I know for a fact the whole Pokemon thing is definitely not not happening. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like another thing with the copying game thing is with like smaller creators that have games that become popular, people copy those onto Roblox, and then the actual creator doesn't get any credit because people are playing other ones on Roblox, which is like kind of sucks.
Yeah, I honestly don't really know how that works. The whole like, oh, you're making a game in Roblox. Like, how do you get paid for that? Like, I don't think the pay system is probably good at all. I mean, with the whole, I'm gonna say rumors because I'm not gonna take this as official, but I've heard
Hmm.
rumors like all over, the internet. Something along the lines of like, very close to like having children make games and simultaneously not getting paid for it. But if something happens to the child in said game, Roblox will not take like the obligation to like assist them with what happened.
Hmm.
That's a little concerning. And that's a little scary, like especially like for like your children, like if you were to have like your child like make a game in the game and like for some odd reason like they're making an actual income out of it. Well, first of all they shouldn't be making an income in the first place. They shouldn't really be allowed. I mean, they can make stuff. I don't think a
Yeah.
child should be making an income out of it though. I mean, I guess it's not as bad, but I think there needs to be some obligation if you're going to allow that. And then also it needs to be parental controlled for sure.
Oh yeah, the parental control is on Roblox is like not good enough.
Is
Because
it?
like I feel like no, I think it might not be just like Roblox in general, but it's just like the unlimited access that like children get to the internet. Because like little kids are playing games that they probably shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I don't think a 6-year-old should be playing BFAT simulator. Like I don't know. That doesn't seem right. That seems negative. Wait in line to
Yeah.
get a low taper fade. I mean, that's not as bad, I guess. Be a peanut. That's not as bad. Um, I don't know. I think there's definitely some games out there that is a little concerning. Oh, there's like a huge one too. Now that I think about it, I don't know if you
Mhm.
remember this. This was happening when we played back in like 2014, 2016, and this was also happening now, where basically there was these hangout games. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, I do.
So there's the hangout games. There's like this bathroom simulator. There's shower simulator. There's like all these type of simulators, quote unquote. But it's like they don't have like a really good resume like when it comes to people joining it because I remember hearing a lot of rumors that those type of games are like really easy to find like certain creeps, and that's
Yeah, that's
really scary. That's really scary,
mhm.
especially if like the parental controls are lacking. Like I cannot imagine like if I had my own child like them playing that game and then meeting somebody that's like triple their age. Like that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I I don't really know what I would even do, to be honest. Like I first of all, if I had a kid, they would not be playing this game. No way.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No way. Um, but I do have to say, when it comes to the parental controls, I think they are lacking, but I think they have increased for the better because there is, the age limit now.
Yeah.
There is, I think, I don't know what the age limits are. I think it's 9, 13, and then 17. I think.
Me-
I think the majority of games are 9 and
Yeah.
13, um, which is really good. That's great.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
but that also doesn't, you know, how do I explain this? It doesn't take away, like creeps joining a 9+ game, and then there's also simultaneously like, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't. How do I explain this? I can't really say that like just for this game because like that happens in a lot of games. But I feel like Roblox is one of those games that it's very targeted when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So.
One of the things too is like with like the voice control feature now, like the voice chat,
Mm-hmm.
there's like kids that are getting on that, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they should be because also like some people, even as fast as like the warning or ban system worked for voice chat, it's not fast enough that it can stop each person from saying something. So
Right.
like a kid can hear something still horrible, and like that's not okay.
No. Yeah. And I have a feeling, how do they like? How do you think they got like their microphone privileges? Because
I mean, they probably had to use like their parents' ID or something. There's no way they could use theirs.
that's crazy. Like, how is that allowed?
I know.
In I think there's like this thing where like I mean they can tell like when you curse they're gonna ban you for like 5 minutes a day.
Yeah.
But like, don't you think that the fact that they're taking like our driver's license or real IDs, don't you think like, hey, we we have this information. It says you're a 33-year-old woman, and then when you're on the microphone, you sound like a 4-year-old boy. Like, what the fuck? Like screaming at other people. Like, I feel like there needs to be
Yeah.
some sort of like, uh, how do I
It's not
explain it?
well regulated. It's like,
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think there definitely needs to be some sort of support, or I think you can report people for being like under the age of 13 because I think is the voice is under the age of 13, right? Or is it 17?
it should be. I think it might be 13, but I know you have to be older than something.
Yeah, yeah. And I know for a fact that they're not older than whatever the regulation is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
whatever. So, I don't know. And also like you can just make other accounts too. I mean like, jeez, man, they really need to get on that. Um,
Yeah.
but enough about negative things about Roblox. I think we have brought the negativity of Roblox. Everyone knows that it's not the greatest game for children, teenagers, and obviously not for adults. I mean, I don't play that game, and I don't think anyone else plays that game.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time that I played it was like with friends, but like I'm not gonna sit there and play it by myself. Like what? No way.
Mhm.
Um, what's positive about it? What do you think is something that is good about the game or was good about the game that kind of maybe showed a new light in real life, or maybe just an idea or a thought?
Mm. I mean, for me, because of COVID, I was like very shy and nervous, but it gave me something that I could still like play with my friends because of quarantine and stuff. And
Mm.
because of how many games there are, we couldn't really get bored, found more and more games to play.
What did you say? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh,
I know.
because like
You're good.
just because of how many games there are on there, you can't really get bored of it either.
Oh, bored. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think there's definitely a majority of games. Not majority, excuse me. I think there's definitely a lot of games uh that help with just like finding new interests, I think
Yeah.
that's definitely something. Um but I don't know. I just don't think as of right now that's the greatest thing. I think one game that is good like right now is Conveyor's Sushi Restaurant. Do you know what that is?
Maybe. I think I do. I do. I do.
It's basically like this simulator where you are a customer and you're going into a sushi restaurant and you're just ordering food and eating it. I think that's
Mhm.
probably the most cutest, appropriate game for any age, and you get to be with friends and have fun. That's a cute game.
Yeah.
Um, I think the Pokemon games are also cool too. You know, the whole copyright thing is a little ugh, but I mean,
Yeah.
those games were always fun. I remember those as a kid. Adopt Me. I have to bring it up, okay? Adopt
Um,
Me. I remember playing it long time ago, and I used to love that game so much. All the cute little pets that you had, all the cute little accessories you could be. Like I remember having this really cute like cheetah, and I would put him in a pirate costume. Oh my god, I thought he was the cutest thing in the world. Honestly, loved him to death. Um, but yeah, is there any games that you thought like as a kid, like did you ever like really like it to the point where like you played it a lot and you remember it?
I mean, there was that one like cake making game. I
Cake
like that
making.
one.
What was that game? I don't
It's like,
remember.
what was it? Make a cake and be eaten, I think.
Make a cake and be eaten. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little brain rotted, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's okay. Are you brain rotted, Ram? Are you a little on the
Hey.
brain rot? Oh no. Oh no.
Well, this game was created in 2010.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's a pretty old game actually.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess there's also another one too. I mean, I think tycoons are like also really good for like
Oh
everybody.
yeah.
Tycoons are great. I think honestly, if I had to play one game by myself in Roblox, it'd be a tycoon. It's
Hmm.
perfect. You're most likely doing it by yourself. If not, there's two-player tycoons you can also play as well. That's really cool, really fun. It's kind of very satisfying too, especially like as you're progressing. Like you get to finish like your little house or whatever it is. I remember playing. There's this Wizard Tycoon. It was a two-player Wizard
Oh, yes,
Tycoon.
I love that one.
That was so fun. That was so fun. I loved because like the thing is like it wasn't just the tycoon. People like to come over and like try to kill you, and people did that
Yeah, the
all the
combat was
time.
fun
That
too.
was so fun. That was like the best time I've ever had in Roblox. But those are really good. Those are really good games. But yeah, um, I don't think there's anything good, anything else that's good about Roblox. Unfortunately, is there? Do you think there's anything else? Do you want to add anything, or do you think that's it?
Um, hmm. I don't know. I can't really think of one.
Right? That's really sad, honestly. Dang. And this is a
Yeah,
game that literally generations are playing, and I have a feeling it's still gonna thrive because
yeah.
it's updating and it's gonna stay that way. So, I mean, all right. Well, I mean that's it. That is it, my friends. So, yeah, that's gonna be it. So that's gonna be the end of the episode, guys. Make sure you guys thank you, Ram, for coming. I really do appreciate it. To talk about Roblox, a wonderful game. But that's gonna be it, guys. If you guys are listening to this on Spotify, I just want to let you guys know we also have this on YouTube. It's at youtube.com/at Kai the Sharky. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to listen it to Spotify, I just want to let you guys know down in the description below there is the URL to the Spotify link. So if you want to check that out, you go right ahead. And yeah, that is going to be it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next podcast episode. All right. Bye bye.